What to never do on a listing presentation. Listen, if you're a real estate agent, you might be making these critical mistakes, and I want to keep you from losing the deal. I would get, trust me, 99% of every listing that I went on. Yes, 99%, not an exaggeration. And stay tuned, because even one of these mistakes can cost you thousands of dollars and lose lots of listings. Let's go. Mistake number one, not starting the marketing process of yourself prior to actually going on the appointment. Here's the deal. They're probably interviewing other people, and your job is to make sure, number one, that you actually get interviewed. How do you do that? You do things before you even get there. Let me give you the things that I do before a listing appointment. Number one, I drop off this box. There is a QR code that goes to a neighborhood funnel that is a funnel, an information portal that has everything to do with their specific neighborhood and a market update. I do this before I even get there. Here's a couple of other examples of the boxes that I drop off before the appointment. The second I make the appointment, I will drop this box off. I don't care if I have an appointment later that day, I will drop this box off beforehand because I want to make sure that I'm winning before I arrive. Let's take a look at what's inside of the box. I have a little listing mini presentation packet. This right here is an example of what my listing presentation is in written form. Of course, I do this in a video before I even get there, but this is a written form. Everything in here is backed up by statistical data. Obviously, I have the comparables in there. Do not put the comparables in the box. The comparables at the home, you're gonna go over on your own. I do have a 30-day moving checklist. The idea is I want to educate them like crazy about anything and everything before I even walk through the front door. Here is an example of my marketing plans. Okay, my marketing plan, that goes in there. Also, I have a seller's guide in here. Krista, I have examples of just listed cards and just sold cards. I drop off a copy of my book, The Savvy Seller. This one is The Savvy Seller, How to Sell Your Home in Deer Ridge. This is The Savvy Seller, How to Sell Your Home in East County. So there's a copy of my book. I have a QR code that goes to my book. There's an example of the 10 commandments of buying a home. This is the buying box. I've got all of this stuff right here on this box, the strategies for marketing and pricing your home, marketing, disclosures, negotiations, showings, pricing, timing. You get the point. So before I even get to the appointment, I have already dropped off a plethora of information to make sure that I educate them, add value, and I'm winning before I arrive. Also, make sure that you have a reminder system in your CRM. Send a video text message the day before, reminding them about your appointment. Do a phone call the day before. Make sure you do a phone call the morning of, and also send an email. This is very important. Here's why. Most agents don't even do any of that. Maybe they call it a reminder. Most people don't even do that. You are basically on a job interview. You're showing them what they can expect when they hire you. That right there, my friends, is the number one reason why I landed 99% of the listings that I went on. Here's the ones I would lose. Krista, we like you, but you just talk a little bit too fast and you're a little too hyper for my mother because she's 97 years old. That did happen. Okay, mistake number two, make sure that you are prepared. Do you know every single home has sold in the past 3 to 4 months? Do you know why a home didn't sell? Do you know what the home sold for? Were there any concessions? What were the concessions? Did they have to fix anything up? Was there anything major that went wrong, right? You have to know as much information as possible. What type of loan? Did it sell for cash? Was it conventional? Was it FHA? Make sure you know as much information. Call the agents within the area of the homes that have sold. Look at the MLS. Also, make sure that you come with comparables with multiple price points. Here's the deal, everybody. If there are a lot of listings in the area, let's just say there are 50 homes that are active in the area, okay? Piece them in prices. Let's just say that you think the home is worth around $500,000. Make sure you show them the homes that went from 400 to 450, 450 to 500, 500 to 550, 550 to 600. Show them the number of homes and the type of homes. Make sure you are looking at homes that are exactly comparable to their home within 30 days because they are always going to overprice their home. And be firm. You are in control. He who has the most conviction wins the debate. Don't let them tell you what to price the home for. You go in there with conviction and back up your information with data. Do not be underprepared. I see that happening all the time. Mistake number 3, don't badmouth other agents, okay? Here's the thing. Typically, when I would go on a listing appointment, I'm always competing with other agents, okay? Because they will Google top agents in my area. Don't ever badmouth other agents. What you do want to do is tell the seller before you even get there to make sure they ask certain questions. How many homes have you sold? Do you work in this area? How long have you been in the business? What is your marketing strategy? Are you spending a certain budget on my home? Do you have professional videography, professional photography? What's your digital marketing strategy like? Are you using social media? How are you using video? Ask the questions and tell them to ask these questions if they're hiring other people, because the other agent most likely won't have the answer. They won't be as thorough as you should come prepared and you should be. And so you won't need to badmouth them. The agent's going to be able to display that they're probably not the best agent. So never, ever badmouth another agent. Number 4, never ignore the seller's concerns. Now, here's the deal. This should have been happening on your prep work when you're talking to an agent. Have you ever listed your home before? Is there anything you're concerned about, right? Have you ever worked with somebody else? What did you like? What didn't you like? And then when you come to that appointment, be prepared to overcome the concerns that they have. Let me give you an example, a concern that sellers used to always tell me that they had. Krista, we are worried that you are so busy, you're not going to have enough time for us. And I can say I can totally understand and respect that, because I do sell a lot of homes. I'm the #1 agent in the area. And I would bring a plethora of testimonials from other past sellers saying how I had great communication, I was always available, I responded timely. So I need to make sure I know their concerns before I get there and I address them. Also, when you're on the appointment, ask them, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, are there any other concerns that you have? And then address those concerns. And if you don't know the answer to something, make sure that you let them know, hey, listen, let me research that a little bit more and let me get back to you. And make sure you get back to them within a very timely time frame. They're not chasing you, you are going after them. So know their concerns, address them, deal with them, and get back to them very, very promptly. And number 5, this is a big one. This also starts when they call you. They're always going to say, what's your commission? And you're going to say, Mr. Seller, I'm totally can respect that you want to know what the commission is. That's why it's very important that I sit down with you for 35 minutes and I show you our marketing plan so I can address that. Do not answer the commission question. Don't say you'll do it for less. Don't say you'll negotiate. Put it back on them and just say, I respect that. I understand why that is so important to you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. Let's meet on Thursday at 2 o'clock where I can address that and show you exactly what I charge and why. Don't get into the commission question on the phone, okay? Show your value. The goal is to give them such great service, such great value before you even get there that the commission question doesn't come up. And if it does, you can simply say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, what would you like me not to do? And then just be quiet and leave it in their hands. All right? Be confident, because here's the deal. The most costly mistake a seller can make is being so concerned about commission that they overlook the value that the agent's going to bring. They overlook the experience level that the agent's going to bring, and that's what's going to cost them thousands of dollars. So make sure that you have a really good comeback with that. I hope you like this. I've got 5 more tips of what you absolutely should not do on a listing appointment. So watch the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm Krista. Let me know in the comments, what was your favorite do not do tip that I mentioned? Put it in the comments for me, and also let me know what next video you would like me to do. I'm Krista Mayshore, sold over 2,300 homes in my career, top 1% agent for 19 years. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next.
Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.